Hello investors. Today I'm here to talk about some of the defense stocks which have delivered high growth in FY26. India's defense sector is witnessing one of the strongest growth cycles in its history, driven by rising defense budgets, increasing exports, indigenization, and a massive order pipeline. For decades, India was one of the largest defense importers in the world. But today, the country is rapidly transforming into a defense manufacturing and export hub. In fact, defense exports have grown from less than 1,000 crores a decade ago to a record 38,424 crores in FY26. Now, let me walk you through some of the important numbers. India's defense production reached a record 1.5 lakh crores in FY25, growing 18% year-on-year. And defense exports, as previously mentioned, have increased nearly 40 times compared to a decade ago. The government now aims to achieve 3 lakh crore of defense production and 50,000 crores of defense exports by 2029. And today, around 65% of India's defense requirements are met domestically rather than importing. And there are other structural tailwinds that are supporting the sector. India's defense budget has recently crossed rupees 7.85 lakh crores, which is the highest allocation ever. And the government continues to expand the positive indigenization list, restricting imports and encouraging domestic procurement. India's defense products are now being exported to over 100 countries. Upcoming fighter jets, missile systems, naval ships, radars, drones, anti-drone system, and space-based defense systems are creating opportunities worth several lakh crores. And all these structural tailwinds have led to some of the defense companies see a growth of up to 100% in FY26. Now let me tell you about this stock. The first stock on the list is Astra Microwave Products. This company manufactures radar systems, missile electronics, RF and microwave components, and space and defense communication systems. In FY26, their revenue stood at 1163 crores, which is an increase of 11% year-on-year, with an EBITDA of 334 crores, seeing a jump of 24% year-on-year. Their profit came in at 193%, which grew by 26% year-on-year, with a profit margin of 16.6% versus 15% last year. The order book of the company as of FY26 stood at 2,141 crores. Their radar business contributes nearly 60% of their total revenue. Their key customers include DRDO, BEL, ISRO, BDL, IMD, and the armed forces. They have a deep involvement in radar, electronic warfare, missiles, space, and strategic defense programs. Their export business is growing rapidly and now constitutes 12% of their revenue and 33% of their total order book. They also have international presence and supplies to countries like Israel, Singapore, and Europe. Their technology moat remains resilient with strong capabilities in RF, microwave, radar electronics, electronic warfare, and MMIC chip design. Further, the company aims for an FY27 revenue of 1300 to 1400 crores, which is a growth of 15 to 20% from the current levels, and their FY27 order inflow visibility is somewhere around 1600 plus crores. The company is also looking to expand its presence in counter-drone radar and advanced defense systems. The company is in the process of the demerger of their space, meteorology, and hydrology business to unlock value and create focused growth platforms. The next stock on our list is Paras Defense and Space Technologies. Paras Defense is one of the fastest growing defense technology companies with leadership positions in defense optics, anti-drone systems, space optics, drones, and radar systems. The company is increasingly moving towards high-value indigenous defense technologies and strategic products. In FY26, their revenue came in at 476 crores, which is an increase of 31% year-on-year, with an EBITDA of 120 crores, which saw a growth of 23% year-on-year. And their profits came in at 90 crores, which saw a growth of 46%. Their order book remained at healthy levels with a value of 986 crores in FY26. Paras Defense remains India's leading defense optics player and one of the few Indian companies manufacturing high-end defense and space optics. They supply optical systems for missiles, surveillance systems, satellites, and airborne platforms. They also have a strong presence in future warfare technologies such as anti-drone system, software-defined radios, radar and radar subsystems, electronic warfare solutions, and quantum communication and sensing technologies. Further, they are the only company in Asia Pacific that are developing and manufacturing submarine periscopes, with a funnel of over 36 opportunities and potential annual revenue exceeding 200 crores. Along with that, they developed India's first private sector hyperspectral camera for defense and space applications, which is expected to be jointly launched with DRDO and ISRO. They are India's only company offering turnkey electromagnetic protection solutions with a business funnel of over 350 crores. Paras Defense is also expanding through its subsidiaries in military drones, hydrogen-powered drones, and aerospace technologies. Their subsidiary, Paras Semiconductors, is focused on outsourced semiconductor assembly and testing and advanced packaging technologies, opening a new long-term growth avenue. The next stock on the list is Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers. They are one of India's leading defense shipyards under the Ministry of Defense, specializing in warships, patrol vessels, research ships, ferries, and marine engineering solutions. The company has built over 110 warships and vessels for the Indian Navy, Coast Guard, and export markets. And this makes Garden Reach one of India's most important indigenous shipyard companies. And FY26 turned out to be one of the best years for the company. Their revenue from operations stood at 7,002 crores, which is an increase of 38% year-on-year. Their EBITDA came in at 1,070 crores, registering a growth of 42% year-on-year, and their profit stood at 748 crores with a margin of 10%. The company was able to deliver 8 warships to the Navy in the current year. They have also launched 1 warship and completed keel laying for 90 platforms during the year. The company ended the year with an order book of 15,324 crores. While the order book has reduced from the previous levels, the company attributes this to a faster execution and deliveries rather than a weaker demand. The company also emerged as an L1 bidder for Indian Navy's next generation corvette program worth 33,000 crores. Further, the company has also highlighted a defense opportunity pipeline of nearly 1.5 lakh crores, including P-17 Bravo frigates, landing platform docks, fast interceptor craft, and follow-on water jet FAC project. And recently, India's shipbuilding sector received a government support package worth about 69,725 crores, creating a massive opportunity for companies like GRS. The company is also expanding into future warfare technologies and has already developed autonomous underwater vehicles, autonomous surface vessels, and unmanned maritime systems. They have already supplied one such system to DRDO organization and is pursuing opportunities under the government's Make 1 and Make 2 programs. The next stock on the list is Krishna Defense and Allied Services. This small cap company has evolved from a dairy equipment manufacturer into a niche defense engineering company, supplying critical systems and components to the Indian Navy, Indian Army, shipyards, and defense PSUs. They focus on import substitution and indigenization under the Make in India initiative, with expertise in naval systems, specialized steel products, underwater platforms, and defense engineering solutions. In FY26, their revenue came in at 245 crores, registering a growth of 29% year-on-year, with an EBITDA of 52 crores, which jumped 70% year-on-year. Their profits came in at 41 crores, which grew 86% from last year. Their order book came in at 103 crores with a tender pipeline of 221 crores. Most of these products and components were historically imported specifically from Russia, but the domestic manufacturing boost is making Krishna Defense a key beneficiary of defense indigenization. The company supplies special armored steel profiles used in manufacturing T-90 battle tanks for the Indian Army. During FY26, the company expanded its profile range from 17 variants to 26 variants, increasing content per vehicle and deepening its presence in land forces systems. The company has secured several important certifications in this financial year, and these certifications create significant barriers to entry and open opportunities in aerospace and commercial shipbuilding market. One of the biggest growth triggers for the company has been its participation in the construction of Jal Kapi, which is India's largest autonomous underwater vehicle, being developed in collaboration with Indian Navy and DRDO. The company has also commenced construction and is acting as a key structural build partner. The company has also acquired technology from the National Institute of Oceanography, Goa, for seabed AUV programs, strengthening its underwater defense capabilities and opening opportunities in seabed operations, surveillance, and autonomous maritime systems. Krishna Defence also secured a developmental design and manufacturing order in partnership with DRDO for aircraft arresting gear systems, which is a critical runway safety equipment used at naval air stations and military airbase. This marks the company's entry into aerospace-related defense systems. The next on the list is Apollo Microsystems. The company saw one of the biggest growth in FY26 in the defense sector. Apollo Microsystems has transformed from a defense electronic subsystem supplier into a fully integrated defense company with capabilities spanning from explosives, weapon system, underwater weapons, missiles, rockets, and counter-drone systems. The company is trying to position itself as a future defense OEM with presence across land, sea, and air systems. In FY26, the revenue stood at 904 crores, which saw a growth of 61% year-on-year, with an EBITDA of 218 crores, which jumped 69%. Their profits came in at 107 crores, which registered a growth of 91% year-on-year. Their order book stood at 1432 crores in FY26. They are transitioning from supplying critical electronics and subsystems to manufacturing complete weapon systems and platforms. Apollo Microsystems already has a diversified defense portfolio. The company is actively involved in missiles, rockets, drones, water weapons, vehicle-mounted anti-drone systems, aerial bombs and ammunitions, directed energy weapons, and strategic explosives. The company also participates in several strategic Indian defense programs, including the BrahMos, Akash, and Agni, among others. They have a unique underwater warfare capabilities with an approved production agency for India's indigenous multi-influence ground mine developed by DRDO. They have developed indigenous limpet mines and moored mines for naval warfare applications. They also have a strong expertise in torpedoes, sonars, underwater autonomous vehicles, and underwater weapon systems. The company has invested 72 crores, which is approximately 8% of their revenues in FY26. And this is to develop products such as mini torpedo, fiber optic gyro-based INS systems, underwater autonomous vehicle sensor suits, and advanced RF and electronic warfare systems. They are also looking to expand their presence in RF seekers, electronic warfare systems, artificial intelligence-enabled defense systems, autonomous platforms, counter-drone systems, and directed energy weapons. Now, many of you must be wondering, what about the defense giants? While the companies that we discussed delivered the fastest growth in FY26, investors should also keep a watch on stocks such as Hindustan Aeronautics, BEL, Bharat Dynamics, Mazagon Dock, and Cochin Shipyard. These companies continue to hold record order books running into tens of thousands of crores and remain key beneficiaries of India's defense modernization program. But the stocks discussed in this video are the ones that saw the highest growth in FY26. So India's defense sector is no longer just a government-driven industry. It is transforming into a globally competitive manufacturing and technology ecosystem. And this is reflected by the record defense exports, rising defense budget, strong indigenization push, massive order pipelines, and export opportunities across the world. So this shows that the long-term growth runway remains substantial. Now, if you want to get exposure to this long-term defense opportunity through a diversified basket of carefully researched defense companies, check out our small case TB Defense for Atmanirbhar Bharat theme. The portfolio is regularly reviewed to identify companies benefiting from India's defense manufacturing and export boom. So which defense stock are you tracking? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you.